Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It's Wednesday, November the 1st. It's All Saints Day. It's Author's Day. Today is Extra Mile Day. Give up your shoulds day. So if you have something you're saying, I should do this or I should do that, give it up. Do it today. National Calzone Day. National Cinnamon Day. What else do we have? World Vegan Day. National Authors Day. Family Literacy Day. Deep Fried Clams Day. A lot of things going on today. It is the first day of the rest of your life. I'm sorry. It is the first day of November. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah. And it will feel like the rest of
it is the first day of the rest of your life as well. I've got a couple things here that we're going to talk about today about Halloween candy. For anybody that's got some Halloween candy from last night, we don't have kids anymore. So the only candy we have is the stuff we don't give out at the door.
That's right.
And we quit buying a bunch because in the past
That's right, because we eat most of it.
Pretty sure we need 19 bags of candy. Yeah. I'm like, what's that? 2 kids stop by? But we're going to be talking about what you can do with leftover candy and how to pair it with certain wines. That's coming up later.
There we go. I like that.
Joining me, I have comedian and TV host Ian Sterling going to chat about Love Island Games, which premieres today on the Peacock Network. We'll chat with him all about that coming up.
It's more important now than ever before to have a better credit card. We would love to help at bettercreditcards.com. We offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we can help you find a good fit for you at bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. A few grapes a day could keep the optometrist away. I don't think that's how the saying goes, but a new study suggests that, according to researchers in Singapore, they found evidence. I don't think anything I've said so far has come out right. They said, according to new evidence, eating grapes comes with big perks for your peepers. Investigation looked into how consuming antioxidant-rich foods, like grapes, and how that would have a direct impact on your eyes. Their conclusion, grape consumption beneficially impacts eye health in humans, which is very exciting, especially in a growing, aging population, end quote.
Okay.
So, do you like grapes?
I do.
I'm a fan.
I do. As long as there's literally no seeds in them.
Yeah, we hardly ever have grapes. And then when we do, they get like all shriveled up and I throw them away.
Well, it seems like we
don't eat them
It seems
enough.
like when I buy healthy things, that's when we're not home. And then it goes bad really fast.
Yeah, we're like,
so,
hey, we should have been home this week and eaten all this. But surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help you protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. Heidi, did you know that pumpkin seeds are very good for you?
I did not.
In a world of superfoods, the humble pumpkin seed is a giant. Among the health benefits of eating pumpkin seeds, they contain magnesium. It's a mineral that is good. It's something we don't get enough of, but it's good for us. Helps regulate blood sugar, lowers your risk of diabetes. They're also a rich source of antioxidants, which help reduce inflammation. Pumpkin seeds assist with sleep disorders thanks to the amino acid tryptophan that's in them. Pumpkin seeds are full of fiber, which helps with digestion and reduce the risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and obesity. And for man, the zinc in the pumpkin seeds is good for sperm quality and testosterone levels and relieves symptoms of an enlarged prostate gland. To enjoy your gourd's innards, you can add the seeds to soups and salads and cereals and sauces or eat them as a crunchy snack. You can cook them up, like roast them, or you can boil them, and there is a recipe that I have on here as well. So if you've got a pumpkin that's just like, withering away on your front porch right now, they're saying it's not too late to harvest that thing and actually use those.
All right.
Or maybe you just buy the pumpkin seeds. That's probably what I will do. We don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com. Once upon a time, the Halloween box office belonged to Freddy Krueger. Well, last night, Halloween, it was Freddy Fazbear. It's from a show called, or a movie called Five Nights at Freddy's. estimated to have netted $78 million for their opening weekend, which was like Halloween weekend. So that's not bad. I
Pretty
think they
darn
did
good,
pretty
actually.
well. And Hank Azaria says that it was Matthew Perry who brought him to his first AA meeting, helping him
saw that.
get sober.
How great is that?
He's been sober now for 17 years, and he says his late great friend from Friends, Matthew Perry, is the one who actually invited him to his first AA meeting. Sadly, Perry passed away over the weekend, which was shocking for everybody.
Oh my gosh, I could not believe
yeah,
that.
that was really, really sad. And again, I've seen a lot of things shared online that were really good stories like this here. That's why I wanted to make sure I shared this.
It really seems like he was a genuinely good guy. Yeah.
And a good friend, Yep. So, again, Hank Azaria said that he's the reason that he's sober. So that is very,
Love
very
that.
cool. Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com.
Do you cringe when you get your mobile phone bill? Mint Mobile can help. Just $15 a month for premium wireless. Give your family a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone to Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That is far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. A poll suggests that you are 75% more likely to divorce if one of your friends is also divorced. I've seen that kind of thing happen before.
I have too.
I've seen people who were like very happily married.
And it seems like, to me, when you've got the single friend and they're bitter and then they're whispering in your ear, oh, you shouldn't let him talk to you like that. You shouldn't let her do whatever.
Yeah, him do this.
And a
her
lot
do
of
this.
times, a lot of times that'll...
And usually it's like they're completely different things. What you went through and what I went through are different things, but it's like it all gets lumped together. So sadly, I think that it's very sad that happens.
It's really sad.
But again, a poll
But it is
suggests
true. I agree with that.
75% more likely to divorce if one of your friends is also divorced.
Yeah.
And it turns out that about 99% of Netflix subscribers are missing out on a major perk. In recent years, Netflix has branched out into video games, acquiring gaming studios and making a game library available on the Netflix mobile app with every subscription. The library of over 70 games now features award-winning titles like Immortality, Kentucky Route Zero, Before Your Eyes. None of these mean anything to me. But
Is Pac-Man on there?
yeah, I was going to just say, I'm
What
looking
about
for
Pitfall?
Donkey Kong. Come on. Pong? No. All of these are available at no extra cost, but the game's feature is very little used. CNBC said that 0.88% of Netflix subscribers have played a single game. So
They
how
probably don't
crazy
even
is
know
that?
it exists.
Well, I just told you, so now you know. Is there a game that
I'm
you
not a
would...
gamer.
Yeah, I'm not a gamer either. I know we've got friends that are like really into that, but
yeah.
in all honesty, like my favorite games are things like Pac-Man and Frogger.
That's just it. And they're
that tells
from
you how
forever
old
ago.
I am.
Yep.
Scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. If you're looking for a new opportunity, South Dakota is calling. There's over 27,000 open jobs at this very moment. Whether you like the city life or if you're more of a fan of the rural lifestyle, South Dakota has plenty to offer. From the Black Hills and the Badlands on the west side of the state to the rolling prairies in the middle with many small towns and the city of Sioux Falls on the eastern edge, there's no state income tax in South Dakota and many job opportunities. Learn more about what's waiting for you in South Dakota at movetosd.com. That's movetosd.com. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Wednesday. Our guest today is Scottish comedian Ian Sterling. He's also the narrator of Love Island Games. Now, he's been working with this group for quite some time on several different iterations of this, but this one premieres today on the Peacock Network. When you first signed up, did you have any idea it was going to be such a big deal, Ian?
I started doing Love Island in the UK, so like the original series, and it was sort of a bit of a sleeper, really. No one was that bothered about it. Then by about series 3, it went absolutely crazy, and I suppose, I'm sure the Americans at home know this, but sort of the pinnacle of a television show being a success is when it gets picked up by America, and more importantly, survives in America. You know, there's not many shows that do that. I'm sort of thinking of The Office. Obviously,
Yeah.
I'm not comparing our show to that sort of massive success, but yeah, it's amazing, and it's on Peacock now. The new spin-off Love Island Games, it's on Peacock today, and basically we're taking all the legends of the previous Love Island series and putting them all in a house together. So you've got folk from France, Sweden, Australia, America, the UK. It's all the best contestants of the previous 20 plus series they've had across the world in a house together, battling it out. It's great.
And part of the fun of watching this show is they don't always necessarily get along, do they?
They don't get along ever, really. I think it's sort of one of the main attractions of it. I actually find, I feel it's because they're maybe more used to expressing their emotions and feelings. I think Britain is a lot more, we're sort of sarcastic and suppressed, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But where the Americans love to let's have a chat. They have a sit-down chat and they tell people exactly what they think of one another. And to Brits, that's horrifying. But it makes for fantastic television. British people hate talking about their emotions, and we hate dating. We don't do dating in Britain either. We just wait till two people are drunk enough to sort of slap faces together. We don't do this dating thing that you guys love.
And when you get people from all over the world and you throw them in basically one house and make them compete, like, this is better than the Olympics.
This is the attractive person's Olympics.
Now, Ian, how long have you been a stand-up comic?
16 coming up for now, a long time.
And now that you're involved in these television programs and you're the narrator, people are hearing your voice, that certainly can't hurt your comedy career.
Before Love Island started, I was having a very lovely time, but I was sort of gigging in comedy clubs and rooms above pubs. Obviously very, very blessed to be even doing what you love. But now I do like venues that are called opera houses and theatres and things like that. So it's pretty crazy. And then I get to talk to people like you, and I'm in America.
Nice.
I'm not. I'm in London on a call, but I'm on American media, and it feels fantastic.
Well, and the thing that's cool about stand-up comedy, when you're on stage, you can see the audience, you can hear the audience, you get instant feedback. You know if it was funny because they let you know. When you're doing something like this, Love Island Games, you're recording this far in advance, and it gets put out through the streaming networks, and they watch it in their living room, and you don't know if they're laughing at it or not, but you know because they're turning up at your comedy shows, and they're letting you know that way.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I suppose the great thing about being a stand-up is you know if something's popular because more people start to come to see you live.
Yeah.
You start to add the extra dates and the venues get bigger and all that. So, yeah, it's been really... It's a funny experience. And also, I think as well, when I first started doing the voiceover on a reality TV show, I don't think anybody thought it would lead to me getting any sort of notoriety or being known or anything. Do you know what I mean? Why would you think that? That's mad. But for some reason, it's really spoken to people. I think it's because I've never taken it seriously. I don't think there was many voiceovers before I did it where that voiceover would have an actual disdain for the program and make fun of it. And I think that's what people found funny. And it's not a very American thing either, really, I don't think. But the guys at Peacock were like, really got it, and they were really lovely. And they were like, yeah, just do your thing, man. And I did. And hopefully people enjoy it.
Absolutely. And people are going to love you if they haven't yet had a chance to watch. Love Island Games premieres on Peacock Network today. Ian, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us today.
No, thank you so much for having me, John. I do really, really appreciate it. Send my love to Heidi.
I will definitely do that. Love Island Games premieres today on the Peacock Network. I've got a link to all the info in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
It's more important now than ever before to have a better credit card. We would love to help at bettercreditcards.com. We offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we can help you find a good fit for you at bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
That's bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
It would take a manned rocket ship 70,000 years to reach the next closest solar system.
Holy cow.
Yeah, it would take a long time. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
An octopus annually has 6 arms and 2 legs. Actually, annually.
I was going to say annually. What are we talking about?
An octopus actually has 6 arms and 2 legs, not 8 legs.
Oh,
So 6 arms and 2
really?
legs.
That's interesting.
Yeah, actually, not annually. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Men are more likely than women to run stoplights, but women are more likely to change lanes without signaling. So men run the stoplights.
I
women
would
change-
have to disagree with.
I don't know about all this either. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
In a study, posting reminder signs in ladies' restrooms increased hand washing by 36%. How much do you suppose it increased it in men's restrooms?
0.
It's correct, 0%. They're either going to do it or they're not. You got a sign. All you do is say, don't tell me what to do. Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help you protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com. In a Halloween poll last night, it wasn't probably done last night, but parents said Snickers are their favorite treat to steal from their kids. What was the second one?
Reese's.
No, Twix. What was the third one?
Reese's.
No, M&M's. Snickers, Twix, and M&M's were the top 3. I don't know where Reese's landed on the list, but you and I both would go for the Reese's.
Yeah, we would
for
both
sure.
go for the Reese's.
But I also like the 3 that they mentioned. So, again, we don't have kids, so we have no candy to dig
No.
through today. So
I know, it's kind of sad,
It is,
actually.
but we do have a fun candy story we're going to get to on which wines to pair with your
There
candy.
we go.
So, if you've been waiting for something like that, stick around. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Do you cringe when you get your mobile phone bill? Mint Mobile can help. Just $15 a month for premium wireless. Give your family a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone to Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That is far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. I wonder how many people took advantage of this last night. The makers of M&M's, to ensure everyone had an ample supply of candy for the first ever Halloween Rescue Squad, they announced that they were going to restock the sweets free of charge. I didn't read this till now, but I don't think it would have affected us at all anyway. Parent company Mars discovered in a survey that about half of American households are concerned they might run out of candy for Halloween. And I know I talk to people who run out of candy every year. We did not run out of candy, by the way.
No, if you run out, I think the rule is you just turn off your light and you're done,
pretty much.
right?
Well, 89% fessed up to they were the reason they ran out. They ate the treats themselves.
Yeah.
But M&M's teamed up with GoPuff to refill the sugary stash in 30 to 60 minutes in any region where this company operated. They said, according to M&M's, the scariest part of Halloween is running out of M&M's. So I thought this was kind of a bizarre thing. Maybe I should have read it sooner so people could have participated in it, but I figured if I wait any longer than today, it's just way too long. So if you'd like to read more, I've got a link to it. It's in the show notes for today. Again, it's too late because it was last night, but you can see it in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. For those of you who are going to be digging through your kids' trick-or-treat bags today, the Blonde Wino has come up with a list of Halloween candy pairings for wine.
Blonde wino.
Yeah, she's a wine influencer. She goes by the Blonde Wino.
Okay.
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups and Merlot. The warm, fruity notes of Merlot pair well with chocolate peanut butter perfection of Reese's. Sour Patch Kids and Pinot Grigio. That sounds disgusting. M&M's and Gamay. Am I saying that right? Gamay. A light, fruity red pairs nicely with the milk chocolate and M&M's. Peanut M&M's and Malbec. Okay.
Oh, I love peanut M&M's.
Starbursts and Voigner. I don't know. Voignier.
Oh.
I am clearly not classy enough to even read this
No,
list.
I have no
Twizzlers
idea.
and Sangovies. Candy corn and Chardonnay.
Sangovies.
I don't know if
What
I
on
said
earth are you
I don't know. I've got the list. You can read it. Hershey's and Zinfandel, Kit Kats and Pinot Noir, and Twix and Cabernet Sauvignon. And I don't see Boone Farm on the list anywhere. So it's the only wine I know. All right, the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. If you're looking for a new opportunity, South Dakota is calling. There's over 27,000 open jobs at this very moment. Whether you like the city life or if you're more of a fan of the rural lifestyle, South Dakota has plenty to offer. From the Black Hills and the Badlands on the west side of the state to the rolling prairies in the middle with many small towns and the city of Sioux Falls on the eastern edge, there's no state income tax in South Dakota and many job opportunities. Learn more about what's waiting for you in South Dakota at movetosd.com. That's movetosd.com. Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way courtesy of insurancechicken.com. Quote today, Heidi, from Groucho Marx, who says, "I was married by a judge, but I should have asked for a jury."
Oh, that's
All right.
sad.
It is sad. Your quote today from Groucho Marx, courtesy of insurancechicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of GenesisGoldIRA.com. 6 stolen paintings returned to an art detective's doorstep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is from the Netherlands. 6 paintings that were stolen from a former town hall in the Netherlands in early September have miraculously been recovered.
Somebody was feeling a little guilty.
Yeah. In unexpected turn of events, the artworks were returned to the residence of an art detective, Arthur Brand. These showed up on Friday. How cool is that? The pre-dawn hours of September the 1st, an audacious break-in occurred at the former town hall, and the stolen paintings were on display there. The thief made off with 6 valuable paintings, along with a barometer and a chandelier. That seems like an odd...
It does.
And a paperweight. No, they didn't grab the paperweight. The collective value of the artwork is estimated around 100 euros. Notably, the most treasured piece is a 306-year-old portrait of the Frisian king, Rabaun. I don't know, making it the oldest portrait of this historical image. Anyway, 100,000 euros for the artwork. Chandelier worth $8. Just kidding. It doesn't.
I was going to say.
On the fateful Friday evening, the doorbell rang, revealing an individual with a van seeking assistance unloading. It says, there's a man with a van. Can you help him unload? And they're asking what they're unloading. They said, the paintings. All he would say is he was not involved in the theft, but had come into possession of the works. He was asking if he could drop them off. And they're like, yeah, sure. What is striking?
Wow, that is crazy.
It gets better. No appeal was made for the 10,000 euro reward offered by the municipality. So this guy didn't say, hey, I'd like to get that reward.
Well,
instead, he was like...
I have a feeling he was maybe a little more involved than he cared to admit, but...
Yeah, anyway, they got back
didn't
where
want
they
people
belong,
digging into it.
which is pretty cool, really.
Wow,
It's very, very cool.
that is insane.
Yeah. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Wednesday.